Hey folks, welcome to Planning Traffic. Today's episode's coming from the iconic, July 8th, 2025. I set my alarm for, I was up at 7:30 and was out the door in time to see look, I'm new down here, okay? I'm new to the Atlanta area. I've been down here maybe about a year, but I know one of the first locations that I hit on my YouTube channel. And let's face it, folks, if I didn't have a YouTube channel, all the stuff that I'd be doing, I would still be doing. But the first thing that I was on my checklist of things to see was this view right here. Now, coming from Philadelphia, that is I've been looking at the Philadelphia skyline for the better part of, look, I'm 58 now, well over 50 years. I'm not even going to go, 58 years, because I wasn't looking at it when I was a little kid. But by the time I got, I feel like by 8th grade, it was like, I knew I loved buildings and skyscrapers and stuff of that nature. So Jackson Street Bridge, that's what we're on right here. Jackson Street Bridge, okay, is getting a facelift. And Jackson Street Bridge is where you would come for this photo. Now, you're going to hear very soon in this episode the press conference that was held today, a good deal of it, for the groundbreaking of the renovation and facelift that's coming for Jackson Street Bridge. And let me tell you something, it's going to be something special. And when you hear the accounts of these Atlanta representatives, their accounts of their experiences on Jackson Street Bridge, as a newbie down here, there was a lot of things that I read, let's just say that, prior to seeing it for the first time. I know people get their wedding pictures here, they get everything here. Why wouldn't you? This is it. This is the spot where, it's majestic. The reason why I like it, why it holds a special place in my heart, is I'm going to post a picture right now. Click. And it's because, from being such a major Walking Dead fan, this is where Rick, how they did it, I'm not sure. Maybe they closed the whole area and did it. Walking Dead setting is in Atlanta, Georgia, and the surrounding area. And Rick riding his horse right up this thoroughfare, this highway right here, towards an apocalyptical Atlanta downtown area. And I came out just for that reason alone. And so today I'm out here again. Today I'm out here again I wanted to see this press conference. It's actually very important to me. I learned about it, I guess, about a month ago. It was going to be on July 8th. And again, city representatives were here speaking about the renovation that's coming. And guess what, folks? We're going to be back here. We, as in Mikey Heels, Planning Traffic, is going to be back here to see how this is coming along over the course of, I don't know exactly the time frame. I'm going to do a little additional research and insert that as text in this episode. But this is it. This is a great spot, and I think this is a great. Just hearing them speak about, it's just going to be safer. There's so much pedestrian traffic on this bridge that's currently has a lane in the middle, but it's one way each way across. It's got a lane going each way. But yeah, they're looking to make this 159,000% safer for anyone that wants to come here to get their photo right here. Look, and honestly, why wouldn't you? Just right there, any old way. Of course, if you had a professional photographer, you'd really be in a good place. But yeah, so that's what it is. And you're going to see, here's the content right now of the press conference. Cue the music. Well, it's not cue the music. I'm a news reporter today. Cue the footage.
Delivering our collective vision of a city built for the future. There's a lot of people who helped us get here today, and I would be remiss if I did not just simply say thank you to Commissioner Solomon Cavanagh and the entire ATL DOT team. We thank you for leading the way, not just on this project, but for all the great work that's going on around Atlanta. A special thank you to the teams at Central Atlanta Progress and the Atlanta Downtown Improvement District, led by none other than the A.J. Robinson. I tell you, CAP and DID have been great, strong, reliable partners with us for the city of Atlanta, and we continue to thank you for your partnership. I also want to give a special shout out to Neighborhood Planning Unit M, which championed this project from the community's perspective, making sure the voices of Atlanta in this community were heard and reflected in the plans. Again, a shout out to the Department of Planning through your placemaking program and making sure voices were heard. It is known for its iconic skyline view and the way it brings people together, showing the city we all love very well. I can remember several times I have been to this bridge with my family and visiting family members to take pictures here. AJ, I also remember it was about 20 years ago that I ran for the Atlanta School Board, where I served 10 years, and my campaign picture was done at this bridge. And I'm sure many other campaign pictures. If you've seen a campaign flyer, you have seen this skyline at this bridge. And like Mayor Dickens says, this is one of those projects where everyone plays a role. Again, thank you to everyone who put in the work to reach this milestone and for making this dream become a reality. Again, thank you to those who will be out here doing the heavy lifting and work. We're out here doing a ribbon cutting, but it's going to be some people after us who's going to be working really hard to make sure that we get this ready. And now I'm going to turn it over to the council member, Liliana Bakhtiari.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Morning.
Can y'all hear me okay in the back? Good. Well, thank you, COO Burks, or as I like to call her, Lala, which she's going to kill me for saying on the mic. But COO, there is no person I would rather work with, and I think LaShondra Burks is a testament to why women should be in office and leading. And I'm just, yes, please give her a round of applause. There's a lot of people to thank for this project. I want to thank ATL DOT first. Commissioner, you already heard COO say it, but this has been, they are running ragged trying to prep our city and making our infrastructure work and everything else, and they have been under tremendous pressure, and I'm so grateful for them. And I really want us to take a moment to thank, or to make sure that we are remembering the people that are going to be out here doing the work, the folks we may never meet, who's not going to be up here talking, but they are going to be out here in the heat every day, making sure that the most photographed place in the city of Atlanta is going to be safe for pedestrians, bicyclists, and drivers, especially pedestrians and bicyclists. Two of my close friends got married on this bridge, and it was beautiful, except for the fact that we all darted back across the street trying not to get hit by cars. And they're up here in their wedding dresses and tux, getting married as we're all watching, and I can't help but think, it was still iconic and beautiful, but I can't help but think that if this design was there, we could have actually all celebrated the moment with them. And this view has been my home in this city for such a long time. And it is an honor to stand here before you today, after city design has been worked on this for close to a decade. We've had this design for close to a decade, and all the issue was funding. And I'm so grateful that we were able to use my office and ATL DOT to meet that gap, to make sure it got done. And now I get to say, as the council member for this area, I got to work with extraordinary people to get a promise across the line that has been a promise in the city for a very long time. And it was this administration, this council, and this commissioner, both of ATL DOT and VCP, that made sure to get this done. And I'm grateful to the ADID team. I'm going to say ADID because COO already gave you the acronyms. And CAP, Jennifer Ball, looking at Robin back there.
Well, you heard a lot of great words from a lot of great folks, but this is an emotional opportunity for us to come together. Not a half a mile from this point, a young Baptist preacher discovered and realized his dream. This is an iconic place, an iconic location within the city, and this is an iconic moment that we'll all look back on and consider what was before and what will be now. So I just want to say thank you for being here. I'm Solomon Cavness, Commissioner of the Atlanta Department of Transportation. And before I get into my remarks, I just want to give my thanks up front to our communications team, the Atlanta Department of Transportation. You guys make it happen every time, so thank you, thank you, thank you. Also, again, thanks go out to CAP, ADID, and all of our partners. There's so many familiar faces here. See folks from the advocacy community, see folks from our neighbors, I see folks who use this bridge, and this is for you. We've been working diligently to bring this to bear, and here we are. So I just want to say thank you for your advocacy, for your passion, for your love, because this is for you. But Jackson Street Bridge is more than just a road, it's a vital thread in the fabric of our city. It connects neighborhoods, supports our economy, and reflects the values of accessibility and equity in transportation. Today, we stand on this bridge as a reminder of all modes of travel. Cars, pedestrians, cyclists, and those mobility challenged. This project features new pedestrian spaces, dedicated bike lanes, and ADA-compliant curb ramps that ensure safer, more inclusive access for the most vulnerable users. Additional upgrades such as milled and repaved asphalt and sidewalk repairs are also part of a broader commitment to long-term infrastructure resilience and quality that you'll see all over the city. This project is a cornerstone of our larger vision to create a transportation network that's safer, smarter, and more sustainable for every Atlantan. It also is part of our Vision Zero program to bring fatalities and serious injuries due to crashes down to zero by the year 2040. It's a very important initiative and one that we want to bring others onto as we move forward, ATL DOT. Projects like this are essential to achieving the city's Vision Zero goal and embracing multimodal design, where we're not just improving bridges and building roadway infrastructure, we're building a better future for my kids, for future families in Atlanta, and to leave a legacy that we can all be proud of. So again, I just want to thank AJ for championing this program. I want to thank Councilmember Bakhtiari for pushing us and making sure that the money, that all the resources were there to make this happen. And not least, but last, our COO. The mayor and the COO have gone out of their way to be champions of infrastructure, and I think Atlanta is lucky for that. Not every city has a champion for infrastructure that are putting forth investments and their hearts to make sure that this city is a better place. So I just want to say thank you, COO, for everything you do every day, all the hard work, and checking up on us to make sure we're staying on task. So with that, I'm going to bring up AJ Robinson from ADID and CAP, and again, just say thank you. But AJ, thank you for your leadership and all that you do.
So one reason is, again, go back and look at history, this spot was where you could view the tiny 1- and 2-story buildings of early Atlanta. And I think it's just continued that way. But as we have developed as a city, that bridge has become the iconic architecture of Atlanta. And I really wanted to just make the point that this city really, this is the brand. You don't see folks coming to Alpharetta or Lawrenceville to take pictures of Atlanta. This picture is used, as has been mentioned earlier, by many people for weddings, for branding purposes, etc. And many of the buildings you see in the back of Peachtree Center, they're over 50 years old. They're historic. When I came to Atlanta, Georgia Pacific Building was under construction. There was no Truist Tower. The Westin Peachtree Plaza I used to look at from my freshman days at Emory, and just watch every morning as they added a new floor. And I think what this skyline speaks to all of us, and why it's become important, is it really is an inspiring place. And Atlanta is an inspiring place. And it's also a place of opportunity. And I think people come here because they see what others have done, and they see what they can do here in Atlanta. We're a very open city. We have had great leadership. But I think this bridge is all about being inspired and seeing the opportunities of Atlanta. So I want to just thank all of you who have recognized that for all these years, and thank the city, the leadership, for recognizing that if we improve what we're doing here is going to improve access to this spot, so that others who come here in the future will also be inspired and welcome the opportunity to come make their dreams come alive in Atlanta. So thank you for being here. It's a great project, and so I think I've used up my minute. Let's do it.
Ready? 1, 2, 3, talk.
Nothing like actually seeing the groundbreaking, the box of dirt, which is awesome. But here's something I really wanted to share, which is, and if you're from Atlanta, leave it in the comments for me, please. Because this stuff, I love this. Look at it. Oh, I know it's tiny doors. Look at the tiny doors. I love this, and this is going to get thick. Oh man, it's going to be interesting. Yeah, I see them a lot, and I love that. Had to get a shot at it. Yeah, it's time for me to do some research on that, because I saw one on the belt line. I was like, yo, this is really good. And I think it was wood, matter of fact, that one. And this one here looks to be almost like a metal surface. But I love it a lot. And there goes that Bank of America building right there. See, hold on. Sorry, folks. Yeah, and your big ones. The Bank of America all the way to the right. There you are. I interviewed, nice short interview from a gentleman from Channel 2 News here in Atlanta. And of course I dropped the ball by saying my actual name, which is Michael McManus. I actually should have said Mikey _Heels and spelled it out. MIKEY _HEELS. Dropped the ball completely. Well done. And I like that I'm sharing that with everybody here. That's going to do it for this episode, folks. I hope there was enough good content from the press conference. Absolutely looking forward to how this project unfolds over the coming months. I'm going to put some pictures and maybe like a light blueprint of what the expectation is, and then we'll see how it turns out. But this is before. So this is before, and we'll get the after. Folks, thank you for watching. Have a great day, a pleasant tomorrow, and come on out, Jackson Street Bridge. If you're from the area, I know you've probably already been here. If you haven't been here, come on out, man. It's wonderful, and it's going to get a whole lot better. Thanks for watching. Great day, pleasant tomorrow, and I'll see you in the next episode. It's cool to see the drone. So I guess they're doing a quick canvas of it before and do their engineering and whatnot and what it's going to look like after. But uh-oh, cop zooming after somebody. But yeah, all the way up Jackson Street. All right.